Hello once again everyone. Alright, we're back, and if you watched last video, you should know that we were able to escape from the room. That puzzle really hurt my head. So, accompanied by a wall of angry water, Junpei shot out of the room and into the opposing wall. Gasping to catch his breath, he looked around. He was in a narrow hallway. Great observation. The water that had followed him out of the room was rapidly pouring out of the door. It flowed quickly down the hallway and slammed at the foot of the short flight of stairs. Just 5 steps, in fact. And at the top of the short staircase, a door! Another door! He's even a little excited about a door. Oh well, I can't blame him. Junpei leapt up the stairs straight for the door. The door burst open and Junpei exploded out of it, only to freeze in his tracks. What other possible response could there have been to what he saw? Well, what'd you see? What the hell? His voice trailed off out. A polished floor stretched out before him, ornate staircases rising up from the edges, each one of them equidistant from the others. Oh my god, it's a mansion! Get out, dude, there's zombies everywhere! The stairs and pillars were solid wood, and Art Nouveau embellishments and decorations covered the walls and pillars. It looked like nothing so much as the entrance to a luxurious mansion from the early 1900s. Junpei couldn't help but wonder, was he really in a ship? Well, the water quickly filling the hallway behind him suggested that yes, he was. As he looked, a fresh wave rolled out of the room he'd been in, gathering speed as it moved towards the stairs. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is totally a what the hell? A wave? Shit! I gotta get out of here! Junpei spun around, his wet shoes squeaking in protest on the polished floor, and ran towards the tremendous staircase in front of him. C deck. B deck. B deck. As he ran, he glanced quickly at the plates mounted on the walls, denoting the decks of the ship. He took the stairs 2 at a time, not entirely sure where he would find himself. Just as he began to wonder where, in fact, the stairs did lead... Oh my god. Junpei saw another person out of the corner of his eye. He stopped short, nearly tripping over the next stair, and looked. It wasn't just one person he'd seen. On the landing to the left of the stairs, there were 4 people staring at him. And on the right side, 3 more. All told, there were 7 of them. It looked as though they had been on their way down the stairs. They stopped short when they saw Junpei, their eyes wide. He'd done the same, of course, and now they stood there staring at one another. Junpei didn't move, one foot placed awkwardly on the next step in the middle of a stride. Who were these people? This entire interaction lasted only a matter of seconds. The woman spoke to Junpei and the time began to move again. I guess there's another one of us, now. The woman was dressed, Junpei thought, rather like a dancer. Her clothes covered very little and her prodigious jewelry little more. Hey you, come on! Hurry! With no further ceremony, she ran straight past Junpei towards the doors behind him. The sudden proximity of a woman with such striking assets left Junpei momentarily stunned. God damn it. But the others wasted no time and quickly followed the strange woman. The first to pass Junpei was a young man with silver hair. You can easily tell that this was a Japanese game. He threw a quick glance in Junpei's direction as he ran, muttering, I'm one of us, huh? Following him was an older man, his face calm and without fear. Soft wrinkles sprouted from his eyes, and he came close enough as he passed for Junpei to see wisps of gray in his hair. His composure and shock of hair struck Junpei as rather like that of an elderly lion. Oh god, that was a long thing. Going up won't do you any good. There are 2 doors, but neither of them will open. Next to speak was a girl with pink hair and a high voice. Come on! Aren't you coming? You gotta hurry! Her small hand was wrapped around the wrist of another man. His eyes were closed, almost as though he were sleeping. His features were graceful, almost serene, and he was dressed rather elegantly for someone his age. He looked like the captain. Something about his posture seemed very refined, but Junpei couldn't help feeling he was noble and dignified somehow. He'd certainly never seen one, but this man seemed like what Junpei had always imagined a prince would be like. Doesn't look like any of the princes we know of. That's 9 of us, then. All the cards are in hand. I'm trying to do a British accent for him. What does all the cards are in hand mean, he wondered. Junpei opened his mouth to ask what the other man had meant, but the girl with pink hair rushed past him and they were gone. He turned just in time to see 2 more people running towards him. Okay, I don't really know what to say about them. Well then. One of them had hair like a bird's nest and looked as though a stiff breeze might topple him. And the other was a veritable mountain of a man. The scrawny one said nothing and scuttled past Junpei as though he were running from something. Hey, what the hell are you just standing there for? Didn't you hear him? The door on A decks are no good. We gotta check the doors on B deck. Got it? Now go! Before he had a chance to respond, the man laid a massive hand on Junpei's shoulder. Okay. With no more effort than Junpei would have used to brush aside a fly, the man shoved him out of the way. Whoa! Thrown off balance by the man of recent events, it took Junpei a few steps to get his bearings. He finally regained his balance and looked up at what the other 7 had been running for. There were 2 pairs of large iron doors set into the wall in front of him. They looked quite sturdy, and each had handles jutting from them. Written across the surface of each door in red paint was a number. Door on the right said 4, and the door on the left had a 5. They're the same. The guy Junpei decided to go silver was mumbling to himself. The room I woke up in had a number on the door as well. You too, eh? With an arched eyebrow, the lion looked over at the silver. My cell was the same, a number upon the door. I opened it, ran down the hallway outside, and found myself in a rather grand room, full of stairs, as I suspected the rest of you. It was as though the floodgates had been opened. They all began to talk all at once. Me too! I did too! Yeah, a door with a number on it. It soon became clear that each one of them had awoken in a room with a locked door and solved a puzzle to escape. They'd all ended up in the same room. Almost as though they'd been guided there somehow. Yes, we all saw the same thing. That's not important. We need to hurry. Yeah, I think I don't know that, lady. God, Silver, you're an asshole. Before the dancer had time to finish, Silver was already running. He grabbed hold of the door labeled 5 and pulled. However, fuck! It's not opening. This damn thing won't even budge. Move! You're in the way. The mountain grabbed Silver's shoulder and tossed him aside. His path cleared, he took a few steps back, then threw himself at the door. Once. Twice. Thrice. 4 times. The door shook as his body slammed into it, but showed no signs of breaking nor opening. The mountain threw himself at the door again. Junpei turned towards door number 4. Next to the door on the wall was a small box. It looked just like the one that he'd seen in this room next to the door. If it was the same, then this door was likely locked as well. Still, he had to check. Junpei grabbed a handle and threw all of his weight onto it. Oh, I don't know how to do that. It was locked as tight as the door next to it, as he suspected. Damn it! Junpei punched the door. It did not respond. Well, why should it? It's an inanimate object. It's not even alive. Were these the only doors, he wondered? He'd barely finished the thought when the C-deck plate he'd passed on his way up sprang unbidden to his mind. His body moved before he had time to think. Junpei turned and ran back towards the deck. Well, no, stairs. He had scarcely taken a step when... Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna end the video here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Get ready to watch the next video. Goodbye, everybody.